Did Subaru force himself on Meili and then kill her? Oh, that's how you know this ain't my... Hashtag not my Subaru. Hashtag cancel Subaru. Alright, time for everyone's favorite day of the week where nothing bad happens. ReZero wholesome time. Make sure you leave a like with video, show your support, subscribing that bell, and of course you can catch the full live reactions to all these episodes and more over on Patreon. Let's have a calm, peaceful time. So this is how you know he's fucking unstable. He's going from fucking complete crasher to, okay, yep, we're good. Like, he is so mentally fucked right now. Oh god, give me the rabbits, Subaru, I'm telling you. You might discover a kink if you have the rabbits, at least. New holes you didn't even know you needed. How dare you? Oh, you! What the fuck? I mean, when you're raised like that, no wonder you turned out the way you did. To be honest, I'm actually impressed she turned out as well as she did, all things considered. Never thought I'd say that. I don't like this Subaru, bro. I don't like this at all. See, this is how you know this isn't our Subaru, because our Subaru isn't actually into little girls. He only ever has a protective big brother thing going on. The fact that he's huffing children now, that's how you know this ain't our Subaru. Fake. Hashtag not my Subaru. He's under the assumption that Subaru, the Natsuki Subaru that they know, is the one who's committing these atrocities. And he's the good version. Almost like a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Having no idea the real him would never be doing that, but he doesn't know the real him. So he's going fucking paranoid, not knowing there's 3 fucking Subarus and he thinks there's 2. God damn. Now call me crazy, guys. I think Subaru's not doing too well. Hashtag cancel Subaru. Hashtag not my Subaru. This man is an unreliable narrator, and I just don't know how far it goes. There's so many thoughts, so many ideas I have in my head, but it's so over after this week. I mean, the thing about Subaru that's always been really funny is Subaru gets lumped into the same category as all the other little girl diddlers in anime, especially isekai anime. But he is legitimately one of the only characters you could truly say you could put him in a room with any fucking legal lolly who's 10,000 years old and has the body of a 4-year-old, and he wouldn't touch her with a 1,000-foot pole. He would be a big brother to her. Unfortunately, in this episode, we can't say the same thing. Now, that's how I know this should be an imposter. That be split personality Subaru. Bro thinks he has 2 personalities going on in his head. No, he has 3. We got the original wholesome man. We got whatever the fuck we're dealing with here. And then we got his alter ego, Mr. Diddler Murderer. There's so many fucking thoughts I have. And everything I thought I knew about this arc up in smoke right now. And honestly, the speculation I saw in my comments last week, I think that's up in fucking smoke too. For so long, I've been on Team Meili is killing Subaru. And I don't think that's necessarily wrong. It's still a possibility, it's just less likely everything that's happened. So bro's losing his marbles, he has her haunting him right now. Whether or not that's real, we'll get into that in a bit. The big thing is when Subaru was initially getting killed, there was a character who was half of his height because the camera was half of the height way down and was pushing him. To me, there was only 2 characters who could have possibly done that. Meili, or of course Beatrice. Beatrice ain't doing shit. Unless she's possessed, and I don't think that's happening. So it has to be her. People did bring up, what about Rem? And then I thought to myself, wheelchair Rem would be the appropriate height. Maybe people are onto something. But I gotta be honest, I have no fucking idea, because I really thought they were baiting with her death. And I still think that is a possibility. And before you call me crazy like I'm going through psychosis, yes, Shaula was rumored, in this episode, kind of predicting like, hey, buddy, I know what's going on. Don't worry, I got this. Yes, she could have hid the body. Subaru could have hid the body. The body might never have existed. All I can say is that in some way, this man is an unreliable narrator. And if that's the case, what if he killed himself? What if every time he was pushed, that wasn't because someone actually pushed him? What if it was himself fucking jumping back and he created an idea? You know when people go through schizophrenia, they see people, they come up with a, oh man, they're shooting me. I used to watch a lot of Cops back in the day, and there was this one episode where this dude like had a fucking gun loaded because people were shooting at him. No one was shooting shit. But he came up with this whole thing to explain why. Oh yeah, my glass door's broke. The glass door wasn't broke at all. It's entirely possible he's doing all of this himself. He's just fucking crazy right now. And if that's the case, maybe no one's been pushing him. Or maybe Meili did put. What if every time we're spawning in, it changes? What if the tower just wants him fucking crazy, so they just use whatever they can for the first couple of times before this happens? I don't know. Maybe it's a little bit of everything. That's also a possibility. I feel like I'm losing my marbles, and in doing so, we're left with a version of Subaru that is objectively fucking evil. Like, I thought we were getting into ReZero Redo of Healer Edition for a second, and I gotta be honest, it wasn't much better with what he ended up doing. The way this is how we knew this wasn't our boy. And I think it's so fascinating watching the split personality discussion that he's having with himself, because he only thinks there's two versions. There's the version that seemingly all these people he doesn't know recognizes, and they seemingly love, and he's terrified of, so it makes him say, I don't want to trust anyone in this room, because you guys like a monster. I'm the good version, and you don't recognize me. And then, of course, we have that very version, the one who doesn't remember shit. But then, of course, there's the third, the actual Subaru. Something has happened. The book should only fill once they're dead. I mean, in a way, though, would it be interesting? Is this a loophole? Is Subaru's book on the shelf because essentially the original him died? Would that count? Or not? I don't know. I got so many fucking thoughts. I think we only have one episode 2 left before it goes on break, because it's a 19-episode season, but I'm pretty sure they take a break after episode 11 until fall, unless they've changed that. I mean, it's hard to imagine them doing worse than me thinking Subaru is a potential diddler and little girl murderer, but I'm sure they can fucking accomplish it. Now, I will say, in terms of Meili's backstory, really good. I really like the filter they applied to it, and honestly, it was interesting seeing her start out as a baby. Wolf wanted to kill it, then she kind of looked at it, it said, you know what, you're with me, gets raised by it. It's kind of like a Tarzan fucking situation. It's like, you know, we've seen a lot of those types of stories, but in ReZero fashion, it gets very dark into its own version very quickly, as she gets adopted by the worst people known to man. And it's so interesting, right, seeing that entire situation play out. I mean, I don't know where I stand with anything, which is a really rare feeling, because up until last week, I was pretty confident Meili pushed Subaru, and Subaru was going insane. But now I'm not sure where I stand with anything. Shaula absolutely could have hid the body for us. And I think that's incredibly likely. Because if we assume the body really was stored under the desk, and she gave us the little wink wink nudge nudge, I'll hook you up, bro, because she thinks her master can do no wrong, absolutely. But what if the body was never there? Or what if she was alive? All I know is probably 60% of what Subaru's seeing and doing isn't real. And that makes the other 40% of what might be real hard to really believe one way or another. A part of me wants to stick to my gut that Meili pushed Subaru, but I also can see how wheelchair Rem could have drifted in and kicked his ass down a flight of stairs. Maybe Rem has not. I mean, I was going crazy because I thought Rem was on the left slab of the screen. Turns out she was on the right, so when I didn't think she was there, I was like, well, that bitch must be doing it. Nope. 3 versions of Subaru. Only one's good. And we may never see him again. All I can say is hashtag not my Subaru, hashtag cancel Subaru before ReZero gets canceled because of these allegations. Fucking amazing episode. One of the best of this season for sure. And I'm sure next week's going to be all the more painful. But you can let me know your thoughts down below. Theories if you got any. If you don't know the source material, of course. Make sure you leave a like, share, you support those, subscribe, ring that bell. And of course the Patreon for live reactions over there and other exclusives, because I love to get those video shows too, because my patrons make it all possible over here on YouTube. Alright, so today we got No Name, No Face, Teradus, Dylan Fujimoto, The RPG Ghost, Crystal Cat, Craig Cat Lad, Bill Lee, Goron201, Mary Lou, Sebastian Emile, and we also have Pacifist, Gunslinger. So I appreciate the support, everyone. Please take care. Y'all have a good one.